Alright, with Memorial Day and everything else coming up, I figure I would do some recommendations. First up, let's get things straight. A lot of you guys think Suicide Squad started with the famous Valentine. Well, I'm here to set you straight. It didn't. The original Suicide Squad was originally called Task Force X. And while yes, Rick Flag was part of that, there's a lot more than you thought. Allow me to introduce you to the Silver Age of Suicide Squad. That's right. Soldiers, dinosaurs, and robot GIs, oh my. This is the original Suicide Squad. Back in the day when it was part of, originally known as Task Force X. So in here you have a collection of multiple stories. You got stories from Star Spangled War stories, I think is the main trivia for most of these stories. And Raven Bold as well. But you'll have them going to the island that time forgot, fighting dinosaurs. You have all kinds of neat stuff in here, and including the first appearance of a certain heroic robot soldier who will be returning in my next recommendation. But yes. So yeah, if you want to know the real origins of the Suicide Squad and Task Force X, then this is probably the book you want to try and get your hands on. I will admit it's slow reading, and you're gonna be, it's almost kind of a challenge to the unknown thing, I would say in the beginning. When we get to later on in the story, we switch between different groups. Usually it's teams of two later on. Then we get GI Robot, or Robot Soldier. You know, his operator. I forget which version of him he is. But when you get to the Wartime Forgot and you get the dinosaurs in there, yeah, like I said, each thing is different. And if you're into like challenging and all that kind of stuff, it's pretty interesting. But this team sticks around for a good amount of time. I think they do come back later on in the original Suicide Squad run, or the more famous Suicide Squad run, but I think this guy gets killed later on, and that's when Rick Flags leading the team. But yeah, so that's my first recommendation. Is Suicide Squad Silver Age. It's mainly war comics, so, but since they've had their own show now, a lot of people are familiar with the Creature Commandos. This is the original version of the comic. So you got the original team. This covers the stuff from Weird War Tales 93 up till their final appearance in Weird War Tales number 124. I believe they were sent to space. So originally the team was all guys. Then later on they got Medusa, and then G.I. Robot would join in several times. First the original G.I. Robot, and then later on Mark II, I think it was, would join the team. I would recommend looking for both these books, because I think this one goes nicely into this one, because G.I. Robot makes its first appearance in this book. And that's the original one. And then that one ends up dying in this book, and then I'm gonna say his son actually ends up coming back and joining the team full-time in this one. I know it's Mark II, but I always consider any successor to a robot. And I believe that Mark II is just as brave and heroic as the original, so I consider the second version of G.I. Robot kind of like a son to the original, because I think he's got a lot of the same traits. So yeah, if you're looking for something for Memorial Day, I would recommend looking at looking to see if your library has either of these two paperbacks. And if you can't get your hands on them, I'd recommend starting with this one and then going to this one. If you're looking for something more horror-based, then I'd go with this one. If you're looking for something more military-based, this one. And if you want to go for both, then I start with this one, then go with this one. Overall, you can't go wrong, either one you choose. That's my recommendation for Memorial Day. Let me know if you guys are going to pick up these books and read them, and if you have read them, what you think. Until next time, this is the American Samurai saying, salute your veterans, and have a great Memorial Day.